What would you tell the spouse or significant other of a woman who has been abused and/or sexually assaulted?
When a man seeks medical or therapeutic attention for that issue, I congratulate that man. I start out by saying I have enormous respect that you're bringing this up and you want help and you want to do the right thing. And it's very difficult for a lot of men to talk about such issues and to shoulder their responsibility, which is to be of comfort and to, again, acknowledge, to listen if they're invited to listen, and to be tolerant in terms of the time it might take to resume intimacy. So my feeling is, number one, recognize if someone is coming to you that it's a good thing and they deserve something approaching congratulation for doing right. And then it's a matter of listening to what is to be said. Men have very, very different reactions and needs. And most therapists understand quite well about how to respond to the need for a sounding board. I can remember husbands saying things to me like, when is she going to get over it? And my realizing that when that was said, it was not said necessarily impatiently, but it showed me that he was ready to get over it and was hoping that she would be also. Sometimes men want information, and the wife, let's say it's a worst case scenario, she's been raped at gunpoint by a stranger, and there's an 80% risk of PTSD in that kind of a case. I mean, it's sudden, it's out of the blue, she might have been killed, often is lucky to be alive. And the anxiety level is very, very high, and the nightmare and flashback is intense. And it's a majority have post-traumatic stress disorder. And this was called rape trauma syndrome even before we had the diagnosis of PTSD. So the husband then is in the situation of the partner of someone who's been traumatized. And it's good for that husband to learn about PTSD, read about it. And in fact, Gift from Within has essays and video material for the partner. The woman who's gone through this at a certain time in her life may want to meet other women who have gone through this and are a little further ahead in the process. That can be very useful. That's a difficult arrangement for a therapist to make. I've done that, and it's worked more often than not, but when I do it, when I'm brokering that kind of a relationship, I'm looking for someone who's very much on her feet after mastering this experience, and who isn't going to be thrown backward, and who wants to be of help. Well, let me also just talk to the man who is seeking information, and here you are, you're in this situation, and your wife has been raped. Could have been a stranger, could have been somebody that both of you know. And there may be a court case that's going to happen. There may actually be a civil suit that you're entitled to. Let me just touch on some of the complications here. If your wife is a witness and the crime of rape is charged by the county prosecutor, that does put her through another trauma. And nowadays, the odds are she will have a victim witness expert who works with her and works with you and helps you through it, helps you understand the criminal justice process, is skilled at dealing with the issue. One of the things you could do, if this is the situation you're in, is ask your wife if she wouldn't mind for you to have a chance to talk with that victim witness expert help you manage your feelings. I mean, you could be anywhere from demoralized to furious and may even think that you're homicidal. So getting help for yourself is a